Hey everybody, it's Christine. Welcome to day 5 of Scrapping Boys. Today I am joined by Laura, and it is my first time to collaborate with her on a video series, so I'm excited to see what she has done. I am going to do something a little different today. I'm going to actually take a Disney themed collection from Photoplay, and I'm not going to use it for Disney. We haven't been to Disney in a long time, and so quite honestly, I've used like all my Disney pictures. So I wanted to still be able to use this page kit. It came from the ScrapRoom a couple months ago, and I don't like to leave any of those left over. So I wanted to use it. And since it had a Disney theme, I kind of had put it aside to think on. But then as I looked at some of the embellishments, I decided it really could work for this today as well. And so while I've got the Disney colors going, I'm not going to use any actual Disney themed stuff on it. The other thing I want to point out is that I'm using a sketch today from Paper Issues. I recently saw one of their team members do this sketch, and I really liked the look of it. And so I immediately went and downloaded it onto my phone so I could try it myself. So you can see there's a lot of funky angles going on. And I think that's what got my attention. I just really liked the angles. After I cut those triangles from the patterned papers to put onto my cardstock, then I added some red washi tape. And this is some thin red washi tape from Paper House Productions. And the reason I added that was to just add a solid border. I felt like I needed a good visual border. And so the thin washi tape worked really great for that. I also could have used some thin red cardstock as well. My pictures are 2.5 by 2.5, and I did have somebody ask recently in the comments, what do you do when your pictures are blurry or not that great? So for me, I really struggle with that because I do work for several companies. I like to put my very best pictures onto projects for them. However, sometimes you really want to tell that story and the picture just stinks. Today's pictures are not the best. However, it was a story that I wanted to tell. So what I tried to do in this case is to make sure I had one really good picture on there, and then my other two are not as good, but they're looks that I want to remember about my son, and so I just did it anyway. I think we need to be careful about how much perfection we demand from ourselves. We're not professional photographers. So there are going to be pictures that tell a story that aren't going to be great. And so my advice in that case is just roll with it. And if you don't love it enough that you want it to stand out, maybe put it in a pocket page, stick it behind, or put it on the back side of a layout where it won't necessarily be seen if you're sharing them with the public like I am, but you can still look at it when you're looking through the album. But I definitely do encourage you to use it as long as it's somewhat usable. Like in my case today, they're a little off center, the bottom two, but they're not super blurry or anything like that. So I decided, like I said, it was worth it to tell this story. So what is the story behind this? So I went kind of a funny route. My youngest son loves fruits and vegetables. Like, he could live off fruits and vegetables. I brought home a parsnip the other day from the grocery store, and he's so excited to try it because he's never tried one and he really wants to try a parsnip. He likes everything you put in front of him as far as fruits and vegetables go. So this was a day where he had a big old bowl of watermelon in front of him, and before I knew it, I came in and he had eaten half of one of those personal sized watermelons, and he's got watermelon all over his face. And so I added the word delish on there because I just felt like it helped to tell the story. While it doesn't totally grammatically make perfect sense, it tells my story, so it works. The beauty of art, right? So you can see I've got my pictures on there. I've got my title. My title is Fussy Cut from one of the cut apart cards that came in this paper collection. I'm not going to use any of the ephemera or the stickers today. I am going to use stars. As I mentioned earlier in the week, stars are one of my go-to embellishments. I have lots of metal die cut stars, lots of punches, and I like to use those when I just don't have anything that'll work perfectly. Since I didn't want Mickey Mouse, or anything Mickey themed, I knew that this would work fantastic. So what I did is I pulled out that blue in my title and I tried to match it as closely as possible with my cardstock stash because I felt like that blue otherwise was kind of random within the layout. So I'm going to add some kind of medium-sized stars in blue, and then I'm going to add some smaller ones in black, and then I'm going to add some teeny tiny ones in red. And because the layout at this point has kind of a diagonal feel going to it, I'm just going to build my stars into that diagonal movement and create some added movement in it that way. So as a reminder, if you haven't yet entered the giveaway, you can get entered by leaving a comment here on my channel and subscribing. And you can do that for every one of the videos in this series. So that means by the end of the week, you'll have 7 different opportunities here, and you can also subscribe and leave comments over on the collaborators channel, so on Laura's channel today, meaning you can get tons of entries for this week's prizes. And the prizes are a $50 gift card to Paper House Productions and a $20 gift card to the ScrapRoom where this page kit came from. So be sure to do all of that. Now, today for your comment, I would like to know if you have a lot of blurry pictures that you have sitting in a pile, and do you have something different you do with them than I do? I know it's a reader question or a subscriber question that I get quite a bit, and so I thought I'd find out from you guys if you have some further ideas. If you have no ideas, just say hi. Let me know how you're doing. Tell me what you're going to do this weekend. Hopefully all the mothers out there are going to have a fun day celebrating Mother's Day. And that is it for today. So you can see this whole thing has come together pretty simple, but with kind of a complicated background. Be sure, if you like this sketch, head on over to Paper Issues on Facebook and check out their group because they've got some really fabulous ideas in there. I don't talk a lot in there, but I do like to watch and see what they've got going on, and they've got a lot of talented designers as well. Make sure you hop on over to Laura's channel next, and if you missed anything from earlier in the week, go back and check out those videos. They're all here on my channel, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by today.